Hey guys, I am going to be doing a Q&A today. I'm going to start off with some otoplasty questions I got on that vlog, which I'll link down below. So I did get a couple questions. First of all, I talk about the procedure in a lot of depth in that vlog if you want to hear about like how I got my ears pinned back, the entire procedure, the entire recovery process. A lot of TMI stuff is in that 30-minute vlog, so if you're thinking about doing something like this, this is pretty much an outline of at least what I experience, so maybe you have some idea of if you're willing to go through this. I did get a couple questions though. First one being, how did people react when you said you wanted to get this done? My friends were great about it. Like, they are some of the most supportive people ever. You know, my parents didn't want me to do it because they didn't want me to go under the knife and, like, you know, die or have some shitty results. So they were very against it for a good amount of time. And then I had gone to my first consultation. I eventually booked it. I paid the down payment. And then they kind of were like, oh, she's doing this, okay. And then they kind of got on board. And they're really happy that I'm happy now, but they were not, like, for me going to get surgery. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're gonna have people who respond critically, you know, but if it's something that you want to do for yourself, then I still say do it. You know, if you have the means to do it, if you have the time off, I would say if you're insecure about this thing, you love yourself otherwise, but this is something that, like, I've always wanted to do this. Like, I've always, like, been self-conscious about my ears and how they used to stick out, and before and after pictures in the vlog too. But, you know, someone not being super supportive wasn't gonna deter me from getting this done. Okay, and then I got how much was it? So I went and I called around a couple places. There's really not that many options for plastic surgery living in Edmonton, so I had booked appointments with 3 different places. The first place that I booked it with, it was $7,800, which I was like, I looked it up and I had done a lot of research and I was expecting more like $4,000, $5,000, and that seemed like a lot of money to spend on my ears. And then the second place I called, they were like, yeah, it's $10,000, and I was like, you know what, you can cancel my consultation because there's literally no way. And then the third place that I called, it was, I think, $6,000, so I ended up going with the $7,800 because I felt comfortable with the doctor, and they kind of understood what I wanted the best. I felt, you know, I felt kind of the best connection with the doctor. So it was expensive, but I look at it as an investment in my confidence, something that I'm not going to have to do again. So I did pay it off in one go, and I got a ton of points on my credit card. I saved up for a long time to do this. It was something that in the back of my mind I was always like, well, maybe I'll do it, so, you know, oh, here's $100 I haven't spent, so I'll put that in savings, and here's $100 I haven't spent, so I'll put that in savings. And, you know, I still have been paying off university. I've still been, like, going out and having a social life and putting money away for a house in my future. But, you know, it came to the point where I had almost enough money to do it, and I had the time off of school, you know, summertime. I'm gonna be basically fully healed by the time I go back to school. And, you know, I had a job that allowed for me to take off a week or pre-film for a week, so I'm still posting videos. So this was kind of the perfect time in my mind to get something like this done. And, yeah, so that's the cost, and that's kind of that whole thing. And then there was a question about recovery now that I got the bandage off. So they have dissolvable stitches at the back of my ear here. And if you want to know how they do the procedure, basically they cut a piece of cartilage from the back of your ear and they kind of stitch it so the ear is pulled back. And then they also kind of reconstructed the inside of my ear here just so it looked a little bit more uniform, both of them. And then dissolvable stitches, I put polysporin on 3 times a day onto the stitches. I couldn't get it wet for the first week after my bandage came off, so I would wash my hair, but like right here, it basically hadn't been washed for like 2 weeks, so it was just still stuck to my head. Today was actually the first day I could wash because it's Tuesday, so it's been a week when I'm filming this since I got those bandages off. Is today Tuesday? No, today's Monday. Today's Monday. Anyways, it's been 6 days. So parts of the stitches have been coming off and it's been scabbing over, which is super gross. Like, I can feel it and I'm just like, ugh, it's so gross. Ugh. But it's good. I mean, it's healing. That's what it's supposed to be doing. And then you're also not supposed to sleep on your side, just because, like, pressure on your ear and whatever. But I did figure out a loophole on how I could do that, because sleeping on my back is literally the worst thing ever. That was the hardest part of my recovery, was just sleeping was so difficult for me. So I got a neck pillow and I just lay my ear in the hole, and I just have the supporting part under my neck and then around my head, and I just sleep on my side that way. There's no pressure on my ear. It's completely fine, and that is how I get a good night's sleep now. Because I'm not supposed to, I think he said, sleep on my side for 2 or 3 weeks post-op, so I'm going to keep doing this until it's more comfortable to lay on my side. Someone asked if I could pee again, because I mentioned how the pain meds like basically made it so I couldn't pee. I can. I weaned myself off of those meds like two days after that, so I just went from like 3 pills to 2 to 1 a day, and then I was on Tylenol, and it was completely fine. Like, I'm not one to use pain pills because while they work, all of the side effects really bug me. Like when I took T3s for my wisdom teeth, my feet were itchy beyond belief. Like I literally scratched my feet raw. So I don't like pain pills and the side effects that they have. I would rather just take Tylenol and be in like a little bit of discomfort. But I can pee now, so thanks for checking up on me and my bladder. But that's pretty much all of the questions that I got, all of the stand-up ones that had a couple thumbs up or that I got to my Ask FM. If you ever have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments of, you know, whatever video, and I'll try to either answer them in a vlog or get back to you.